You're listening to the Stupidity In Your Ear podcast. Here comes the stupid.
Wax.
Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Get ready to get some stupidity up in your ear.
Today we have our first feature guest. I should go closer to the mic. Hillard Cozine. Everybody welcome Hillard.
Oh, hey, thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Hillard's been our friend for 2 months.
Yeah.
Couple
We should
weeks.
just reuse this joke.
That's the same joke we
right,
did.
right.
Hillard, we did that joke like our first podcast
Yeah.
of how long Phil and I been friends. So
Yeah.
I figured I'd call back to the Brad who was
Dagger.
listening.
Yeah. So, I mean, Hillard, as a star football player, you've obviously done interviews before. How do you think we're doing so far?
This is something else. I mean, yeah, I'm used to just being interviewed on TV and just millions of people seeing it. So
yeah.
the DL's nice.
The DL is nice. Yeah, well,
this is-
don't worry.
this is
We're
high
going to blow up
class.
soon. We're going to blow up soon.
You guys should see their lab setup here. I mean, this is crazy.
Oh yeah. No.
Multi-million dollars right here.
The leather
Yeah.
booths are definitely the best part of it.
It was really hard to install the egg cartons on the walls to trap the sound, you know? But
Yeah.
it was
Definitely worth
definitely
it.
worth it.
Definitely
Definitely
worth
worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So guys, Hillard goes where?
I'm a football player at Butler Community College, so
Yeah.
who go?
What position do you play?
I play tight end.
Nice.
Hmm.
And so,
Wrath of the Titans. Am I right?
have you seen that movie?
Yeah, I have.
Garbage.
I liked it. Clash of Titans.
Yeah,
Actually,
it was
it was
pretty
actually
garbage.
Clash of Titans was really good. I remember Wrath of Titans not being.
I always
as
thought it was
good,
really funny
but-
when that guy stuck his arm in the fire to like
Oh yeah,
get
I
the
mean,
Kraken to come
it's
out.
like
That was
so
really funny.
like it's like really cheesy. I
Yeah,
feel like, but
yeah.
I thought it was really.
The
epic
action
as a
was
kid.
cool,
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
epic, but I don't know what we were
So
talking
we're off track
Yeah.
again. What's new?
about. Yeah, did I tell you my brother said to stay more on track?
You did.
Okay, yeah. But
We can try.
I'm not
our
gonna try
best,
that,
but-
but okay, you know what?
So Hillard plays football
Yeah.
at Butler.
I like to think I do.
This is the first time we've seen him since he started.
Yes,
Um,
which was not that long
Couple
ago.
years?
2 weeks
2 weeks?
ago.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks
Couple
ago.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple,
Yeah.
couple weeks.
Well, the steroids he's using are really great. Like you
Yeah,
can really
man.
tell the bulk and definition
For
of
those who
really
are
gone up.
watching on SoundCloud and iTunes, who
Yeah.
can see him, he looks great.
Yeah, yeah.
50 pounds in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Threw on.
Our first sponsor of the episode, Get Jacked Steroids. They called us up. They were like,
Mhm.
"Want you guys to do a little sponsor for us? That you have the best steroids in the town in the industry."
So we put
um,
Hillard on them and invite him on the show.
Yeah,
To
and
broadcast it.
so what's doing steroids like?
Oh, man. I mean, it's a thrill. There's some consequences just because, like, you just are tired all the time.
Okay,
Yeah.
And, but, you know, it's
so is it worth it?
yes.
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 Good.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, if we'd said no, that would have been bad for our
Yeah.
sponsor. But
Yeah. Can't.
Probably should put a disclaimer.
I have to say yes. I have to say I like it.
Hillard does not do steroids in case any college coach is watching, or if Brad's a college coach.
yeah, Brad.
Brad's our one list.
We should introduce you to
Ah.
Brad. He's a really cool guy.
He's
Oh,
having a
that's a
party
Brad.
next week, so
Yeah,
we'll
another
talk.
barbecue, hopefully.
But yeah, that's Hillard.
Good old Hillard.
Do you want to tell him your
In your
interests?
shell.
Yeah. Give us
Well, I'm an
give
Eagle
us a
Scout.
rundown.
I don't know if you did
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's
Flag
what I usually
Sonics.
open with.
Okay, wow. Really just
You
making me
guys,
feel
you
small
can't
right off
see
the
it, but
bat.
he is building a campfire right in front of us.
Right here, Flint Steel. Show him up.
Yeah. Golly. It's so crazy. He's got like 4 knives on him at all times.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, a bit of a nerd. You know, I grew up learning Latin.
You want to speak some for us right here?
Be on the spot.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
I'm more translating, and my Latin really is more of like a ancient Roman, not really like conversational. So I mean,
Gotcha.
Okay.
yeah, I can look at the.
No, that's not lame. That's not lame.
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
all. But
Rosetta Stone. I mean, I'm there. But
what else do you like? Do you like
that's it.
Star Wars?
No. Eagle Scout
Hillard's a
Latin. I
liar.
do like Star Wars.
Hmm.
Episode 3 is the best one. You heard it here first.
It's
Because I know
definitely
these guys
not.
haven't said it.
Huh.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's so weird that you think that because like it has such bad ratings.
Why don't you
It's
jump
like-
on the bandwagon like you've been on and say episode 5? Episode 5's a great
Episode
film.
5's
I'm not
not my
hating.
favorite.
I'm not hating, but
My
it's not the
favorite
best one.
is episode 6. If you even knew me,
Ooh, the Ewoks are so.
it's a commentary on the Vietnam War. You know nothing.
Those Ewoks, man, you gotta watch out for them. taking down
They
stormtroopers
defended their homeland like real warriors.
with slingshots,
With logs, log traps.
buttering clay. All right.
Yeah, because Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen murdered their lines as lovers. They killed it. Like when he's
I don't
like,
care what she talks like. I just want to see her on film. I'm sorry.
they have the worst writing for that.
It was bad writing.
Yeah, thank you.
They deserve more.
The second half of that movie, absolutely phenomenal.
Mm.
But the first act, some of it's act, but like
First
the
act.
second and third act. Yeah. Do you know what an act is? You should know because you did theater.
I did do theater, but I never heard.
Susical.
Hillard and I are good friends.
No,
we fight a lot.
why isn't episode 3 the best, Calvin?
I'll tell you why. Poor writing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's definitely in my top 3. I think yes, it is in my top 3, but it doesn't have as good writing. It's a little bit overdone. I think sometimes like the acting is overacted sometimes, and
Oh, wow.
but I just think
Personal shot towards Hillard.
no.
Jeez.
If you look at the actual story, like the story, I think is great, but Return of the Jedi's I think is better. And Empire I think is the best. Like overall, just like the best made movie of the Star Wars franchise.
That's fine.
But it's not my favorite.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, yeah. I
that's
mean,
fair.
that
But-
seemed pretty
and
personally
also, this
attacked
is-
towards Hillard.
but-
What do you have to say to that, man?
I am livid right now, Samuel.
He's building a hate fire right now with all the Eagle
No.
Scout talents.
Man, I'm about to.
Golly. Just pouring gas on the flames.
Mm.
Literally.
Wow.
In my bedroom.
All
right
I
now.
all I have to say to end this is that if I sat down to watch Star Wars, I'm watching Episode 3. I apologize to no one for my actions, so I'm sorry. Said not me.
I was like, where are you going with this? Just apologizing?
I know it's completely objective, so
Yeah.
like I don't. Like,
What does
it's still a
objective
very
mean?
good movie. Everyone has the same guideline.
You know, I don't know.
I thought it was like
Honestly, I
the
don't
goal
know.
in a Call of Duty match. Like the
Yeah,
objective.
no, like get the flag.
Oh, okay.
I play a lot of Call of Duty, so I
Me
know.
too.
Call of Duty. Anyway, we'll stop talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, we
Okay.
also got that complaint. People
Yeah.
were like, we showed some people, we kind of workshopped the first one, and people were like,
That's all
talking about Star Wars.
We talked about Star Wars for like 7-8 minutes.
Longer than that.
Yeah, it was pretty long.
Oh,
Okay, so you know what? I got a complaint the other day that I
Really?
figured I'd surprise you with.
Oh, fun.
So, Sam's girlfriend, Lauren, texted me. Let me just find it real quick.
Oh, here
In the
we go.
meantime, I'm going to ad-lib this long sentence so I can find it.
With its cascading
With
clauses
cascading
and
clauses.
tumbling phrases and
So then she texted me, hey, asking for a friend. Do I get royalties for every joke Sam steals from me?
Oh,
And I said, wait, what joke did he steal? So Sam stole this whole joke about coffee, like being a stupid revolt from the British.
No, I said in the thing, I
don't
was
even-
talking to someone else about this.
No,
Oh.
she said that, and then you said that was kind of true, but also stupid. And then she said that
Yeah.
you proceeded to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like on the podcast.
I don't know if I want to be here anymore. Frauds.
She wanted us to bleep out the whole conversation.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she
Does
said
she?
mainly because it would take him so long to do so. I said I'm gonna surprise him with that, like in the middle of the show. So shout out Lauren,
No, that's funny.
Brad, and Lauren are our only listeners. So.
Yeah. And my dad.
And your dad.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
good old dad. Oh man. Okay, so something I actually wanted to talk to you about, Hillard.
Here we go.
There's a lot. No, this is like a serious thing. There's a lot of like lately, a lot of the concussion stuff going around with football, and football seems to be kind of under attack a little bit lately. And so I just want to know, like, what have they talked to you about that in your starting days? Did they have anything to do with that? Really? Did they just mention it at all? I don't know.
I mean, it's funny because I mean the game is safer like than it's ever been. I mean, like, wow. Talking is hard statistically. So I think I don't know. They kind of they emphasize there's different ways to hit. Now it's kind of better to lead with your shoulder, which that's kind of causing shoulder injuries. But it's kind of a better trade off than hitting leading with your head.
Yeah.
One thing we do at Butler, and I think a lot of colleges do, is like you wear these like called Guardian helmets that go over your actual helmet. And so it's like an extra pad. It's made out of like kind of like a foam. And so it's like an extra inch of padding. That's for practices. So that's why we really don't have any. Like we haven't had a concussion yet for the first 2 weeks.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I never heard of that. That's cool.
yeah, a lot of colleges are kind of going to that. And then a lot of places actually are using like dummies, that are automated or whatever. So like people aren't using as much like one-on-one contact. And I think there's benefits to having like a physical sport like that where it's like there is a risk of injury.
Definitely.
Well, I think like most kids, especially when you get like to your level, like they know how to hit mostly.
Level, yeah. Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, because you're not competitive at all.
No.
He's lying. He's very competitive.
You go.
Yeah, trust the process. You're wearing a bracelet that says "respect the process" right now. Is that Miss Butler?
Or not given right there.
That's kind of dope.
Joel Embiid.
I make fun of you, but today I ate Chipotle for 3 hours and played Fortnite. So
Yeah.
And 2K. That's a sport.
There you go.
Sport in
Getting a
itself.
little like you're thinking about athleticism. in
Well, I
that
was doing
sense.
my player, so I was like basically living
Oh yeah.
in the
yeah.
NBA.
Yeah.
I'm not very good.
I saw a guy when we were eating that he had 2 tattoos on the backs of his
I
arms
saw
that said respect and loyalty.
There you go.
I just the back of the arm,
Yeah,
like
they were
I don't get
like,
it.
it was like the entire
The
back
entire-
of the arm. Yeah.
What's that
No.
muscle called?
Bicep.
No.
I know.
That is-
Is it tricep? I was
uh,
kidding when I said bicep.
Transept.
Nope.
No.
I know. I'm just declining to say.
Oh,
Hillard
do
plays
you know?
football. We get it.
Big weightlifter. While I'm here, I'm actually supposed to talk about my protein powder I've been using.
Which one? What are you using?
Body Fortress.
Oh,
That's
our second
our second
sponsor of the
sponsor
day.
for the
They aren't actually. They haven't picked me up yet, but I'm hoping I can kind of get some publicity from this. So if you're out there, Body Fortress, using the chocolate chunk right now. It really goes well with a glass of 2%. So
2% what?
milk.
Why would it only be 2% milk? What's
Yeah,
the other
I don't
98?
know.
That you're stealing a joke. Don't steal a joke.
All comedy is stolen jokes, okay?
That's
Nobody
not
has
true.
anything original.
Wait, do you want us to note your address so that they can find you? Joking. Do
You
not.
can find me.
Oh man, that's funny.
That is good.
That's funny. Okay, that's actually a really good question. Not to bring it back to the concussions,
Oh, yeah.
but I was thinking like,
God, I can't believe he's bringing it back to the
oh,
concussions.
okay, sorry guys, but like most people, it's okay. There are definitely like a percent of people who play football in college to get scholarships. You know, so like they can actually go to college. But I was thinking like the majority who like they like make that decision to like play football. So I feel like they're trying to like sometimes take it away from them the ability to like play football. Which again, some people like feel like they have to play to go to college and like make money. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's for like all people, but it is to me like sometimes like they sign up to play and like there's gonna be an injury. Like you can't really prevent everything for them. But
Yeah,
I mean, but like
that's
obviously take
fine.
all precautions. Like the thing you're talking about, like the foam practice helmet thing.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
really cool.
No, it's a lot safer, and they're teaching different form tackling and all
Yeah.
that. And I think, I don't know, it's something that's hard to really see because a lot of people get concussed or slightly concussed, and since they have to play, they stick with it and they don't tell like the coaches
Yeah.
and stuff because in this day and age, it's like you lose your spot, you're not
Yeah.
really gonna get it back. So
So I do
like,
think there's some
statistically,
situations like that.
I mean, it's a dangerous sport for sure. I mean,
But,
there are more dangerous.
But we got
I'll pose
we
this
got
question,
concussions
though.
all the time in soccer.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like more than the football
Yeah,
players.
we didn't.
Just because like
I've heard statistics. I
Yeah.
can't back them up that soccer's more dangerous than football in the sense of you don't
Yeah,
have pads.
yeah.
Going
Yeah.
I think it's less like
It-
contact.
that-
with somebody
Wasn't
down
there
the
like
line.
that's-
a girls softball, I think, and volleyball? Like,
Seriously.
I think they have more concussions. There's like some
No
statistic.
way.
I'll find it and I'll come back here
How do you get hurt in
next
volleyball?
episode. No, there's like a statistic that they've had more concussions.
I'm gonna
Like,
get so much hate. How do you get hurt in volleyball? I
Okay,
love
Patreon
volleyball.
commentators, please.
Okay, let's
take it
let's
easy on Calvin.
Flex on everybody a little
Yeah.
bit. The three of us and a few of our friends played Buff Puff at our school. We got first.
that's a
one-
men's volleyball league.
Yeah.
for all that you
Sometimes it
don't know.
hurts flexing so much, but
God,
yeah,
we were really
we
good.
cleaned up. I
I
mean,
played
shout out
Libero, though, and I was
our third sponsor of the night, George Crewell.
Oh,
shoot, I said
George.
his last name. Dang it.
Leave that out later.
Yeah, I can't learn at all. But sponsor George, yeah, he's the man.
Great
Volleyball,
man.
volleyball
He's
king.
so good at volleyball.
He's very good at volleyball.
Carried us, but that's but we got soccer. We got concussions all the time in
Yeah,
soccer
yeah.
because people just get hit in the head with a soccer ball.
Yeah.
But,
But like,
it's definitely different. But
yeah, I'll ask this though. Like, a lot of people think football could be dead in 20, 30 years. What do you think about that? Do you think that's a chance of that happening with all this concussion crackdown?
I don't think so. I think there's always going to be a calling to play football. I think it's always going to be around. I mean, if you look at like high school or like football is as big as it's been like in high school right now. Like in Texas, you look at state Texas. Like there's teams like there's a team out in Texas right now. They have like $140 million stadium or something like that. $100 million stadium.
A high school?
Nicer than most Division Ones
Oh
for high school.
my
And like
gosh.
that's not going anywhere for anytime soon.
That's
It'll look around,
crazy.
but
Gosh.
that thing is. I don't think football's going anywhere anytime soon. I think right now, I think it's more popular than ever right now. Actually,
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and you look at just like the Super Bowl, like
it's
far and away like the most like popular thing people watch on TV
in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
I mean, like
yeah.
college football, like Saturday game days.
Yeah,
I think that's
it's
way
still,
bigger.
Like, game day's so huge.
Mm.
Like,
Love baseball, not as bad. I like baseball, but I think football
yeah.
is much more popular
yeah,
than
people
that as
still-
America's pastime. I don't see that. I'm
Baseball
sorry.
watching is on the decline.
Baseball
No,
watching
yeah,
on
high
the
key.
decline for sure.
Well, like you look just like at stadium sales too. Like
Going to
NFL's
games
got
fun.
huge,
I'm not hating.
But
It's,
yeah,
it's
like
almost like
baseball
too many
sales
games.
is
It's like my thing with the NBA. There's so many games
they're
that
just drowning
why
the market.
watch a
I just
game?
think-
I don't know.
I think
Flooding the
football.
market.
You're right.
Yeah.
I said drowning the market instead of
Drowning the
flooding.
market.
You should think go
Um,
straight to drowning instead of
Yeah,
flood. But
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I just think sports. I think the whole genre of sports entertainment is gonna just get bigger. I think because I
Yeah.
think it already has, and with the advance of technology, you know,
Especially
it's
with
making-
Twitch streaming. God, sports.
Oh man,
streaming on Twitch.
the boy ninja out there. That's a sport. But no, I
Okay,
think.
well, he makes more money than any of us. do,
Yeah,
so-
or ever will.
Yeah, I can't hate. But no, I think with all the new technology, like people are using like VR headsets to be like you're actually
Yeah.
in the game, like
That's so
courtside
cool.
seats.
That's crazy.
Like the NBA did that.
Yeah.
But
Dang.
be there one day. Invest now.
Man.
Calvin, I was just thinking the other day. So in our first episode, Hillard, we were talking about Calvin and how he's being a psychologist
Oh,
and like he has mind powers, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, he's moving a bookcase right now with his mind. And then I was just sitting there thinking the
Airbender.
other day, I was like, that is the lamest, most cop out comedy ever. That
yeah.
these people listening cannot see what's happening.
You're
I'm
losing
just
brain
like-
cells right now. We're doing nothing, and you're just. I mean, we
These
should be paying
people.
you.
It's literally
Well,
Brad.
they are paying us
It's
on
literally
Patreon,
Brad.
but yeah.
Brad, thank you, dude.
Yep.
Brad, I need
Shout
to
out
mention
Patreon.
Yeah, we'll hang out with Brad tonight.
Yeah.
After you hang out with your family. Selfish.
This kid wants to hang out with his family.
Well,
Hasn't seen him in 2 weeks.
no.
Selfish.
Shame on me.
Oh man.
Wow. What's next?
I don't know. I've got nothing like.
Did you guys
big,
check out
but-
the August 8th ESPN The Ocho? You guys check that out?
Oh,
by
I
any
did
chance?
see some of that. Yeah.
Man, I was watching the dodgeball World
Yeah.
Cup.
Yeah.
I think it was Malaysia versus England. Man, double winning the overtime.
No
that
way.
was better than anything else I've ever seen.
Really.
Yep, they had darts on there. Rock paper
Darts.
scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
I
ESPN
saw
The Ocho.
lightsaber fighting straight up.
Are you
They had
serious?
labor duels.
They had that?
Labor.
Laser duels.
Labor duels. Go to work and see who works
No,
better.
no.
Sports are changing.
It's
people.
2 women giving birth and they're dueling.
Oh,
Ah,
I did not.
What can you do?
I did not.
That didn't
like that
play out well. Shoot.
well.
That's the thing. Calvin can attest. Whenever we start recording, I will just say stuff.
It's going.
It's like, ugh. Wish I hadn't said that. Oh well.
That's so funny. Okay, there's one thing. So, once people will start hearing this, it'll actually be like on iTunes. But
Yeah.
some of the stuff is on SoundCloud, and so I was looking
Mm-hmm.
in the thing, and I think you told me this, but like in our comments,
Mm-hmm.
you're commenting on our podcast episodes.
Sam is?
Literally, Sam-
Okay, there's
Sam
a
has
story
made
behind this.
comments on it, and it's literally like one of them is Nate. This is your mom. I'm like,
I don't know what that is.
And then there's one that's like, I
It was
believe
late.
in
It was
Bigfoot
late.
too. I was like, what?
Hey, you gotta
Okay,
fake
so
it till you make it. With followers.
what this is
But it's just his name. Like,
Ah.
it's so obvious.
so my dad heard about the podcast from my brother, and he wanted to listen to it. So I set him up, and I was like, okay, I can make you a SoundCloud account real quick. He's like, nah, I don't want to get into that. So I was like, okay, I'll just sign into your computer with my account, and you can
Yeah.
listen to it, right?
Oh, it's so
And so I did that, and then he felt prompted to comment.
Oh,
And so
thank
now
you.
I commented on my own podcast. I'm trying to make jokes about
That's a cop out, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Sam did himself.
But
We're not that pretentious.
no. I mean, we get
Yeah,
20
we're
cents
fair.
every comment, so we made a solid 40 right there. But
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's going right to the bank.
you know, they have like okay, so you guys know SoundCloud rappers, like they have this
Oh,
whole
yeah.
like culture,
Yes.
this whole thing. I think we should start like a culture for SoundCloud podcasters.
Podcasters.
Yeah. And
No.
just, you
We
know,
just
I think we're onto something.
they have the colored hair. We go with, crew cut, like
I like
clean
this.
cut
Clean
hair.
cut, glasses,
Yeah.
tucked in blue dress shirts.
Yeah.
And khakis from Kohl's.
I already
Yeah.
have all that. So.
Can I
We
have
all
Gap?
that.
Can I use Gap khakis?
Gap or Kohl's
Yes.
or Old Navy. All of those work.
Banana Republic, question mark.
That's a little too pricey.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
It's
fine.
too nice.
We're
Too
a
nice.
podcast. We don't
Come on.
get any money.
That's true.
I mean, we get money. but-
Patreon.
Yeah. Patreon.
Speaking of money,
Mm-hmm.
for the first time.
How much
in
does
my
this house
life-
cost?
Anyway, God, quit interrupting. I moved, and so I had to go grocery shopping by myself the other day. First time ever. I went in, had kind of a list, but I was still unsure. So I was looking for chicken and beef and olive oil, so I could, grill all these things.
Classic American meal: chicken, beef, and olive oil.
Yeah, not separately. But I got those for some of my meals. But then guess what else I got? Because I was just walking by.
Oreos.
Lunchables.
Dude.
Which brings me to one of our sponsors for tonight, Lunchables. You guys are great. Feel free to send us some Lunchables.
I can't tell you how many nacho cheese
That's what I
Lunchables.
got.
That's
I
the
got
best
those.
one.
I know, they're
Some
so
people are
good.
like,
I don't know.
"Oh, pizza all the way." Screw you. No, nachos.
Dude,
That's the best one.
Ham and cheese crackers.
That one's
Those are-
Come at me.
that's pretty good.
Dude,
But it's
I
kind of
just-
trivial.
I
you
don't
know?
trust that. I don't know why. I just don't
Yeah.
trust that meat, low key. Not that Lunchables.
No,
are great.
Lunchable. No, we
Still
trust.
We
all
have
of
to
your
say
food,
it's
but-
good. It's good.
We are contractually obligated.
No, but I
we
didn't.
did sign a contract with Lunchables.
I was like, oh, I need to buy chicken, but I walked in, I was like, what chicken do you buy? I had no idea. I've been texting people like, where do you get the chicken that I'm supposed to buy? I had no idea.
Who did you text?
You're supporting
Just
Walmart.
people I was- I was at Dylan's, so shout out
Oh.
Dylan's. Thank you guys for all
For
your
sponsor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so many sponsors.
God, it's hard to keep track of all of the
People
sponsors.
that are sponsoring
yeah,
us, especially
yeah.
because we're just so big, like
Right.
as a corporation right now.
We need to come up with some more original jokes. We've
No.
been milking this sponsor joke for 4 episodes.
I feel like though, if we milk that joke, someone's gonna sponsor us, and so I'm not
Really,
gonna stop
really,
until we
okay,
get sponsored.
okay.
Because we're so good at it.
We are. We're so good at sponsoring
We're
stuff.
so good at being sponsored.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hillard, if you heard this, would you buy a Lunchable after that whole monologue?
Oh, absolutely. I'd buy at the store.
Really?
And then the next store, county over.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like you
I'd
could
say
get
I
chicken
want one now.
or
I
beef.
We're
want,
doing something right, man.
I'm making pizzas for dinner for the family for under $20. Applebee's 2 for $20. This is like 8 for $20. I mean, feed a village with that.
So I'm saying, literally, like I was like,
Woo!
I can get chicken or
And
beef.
dessert. I mean, are you kidding me?
See,
Yeah,
you
you
get
get
chicken or beef, or
one
you could get a
mini
whole
bite-sized
meal.
Kit Kat
Entree,
bar. That's
dessert.
incredible.
Entree, dessert, a side. You
A
know?
side
Capri
sometimes.
Sun.
Sometimes
Yeah,
a
Capri
drink.
Suns.
A beverage.
See, drinks at restaurants are way too. They cost like $2-3.
Yeah.
So I did it for
Your whole
prom
meal's
night.
$2.
On
You
my
get-
date at Lunchable. That's how I
Wow,
asked her
you
too.
Wow,
you are
we-
so sweet.
We are hooking
Dinner
up
and
our
movie.
followers with prom advice. Last episode we talked about
Oh, we talked
how
about
to ask a
prom
girl
little
to
bit.
prom,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. But
Just
hey,
screaming at him.
while
Yeah.
we're here at prom, go to the store, go to Dylan's, go to your local Dylan's, go get a Lunchable and say, girl,
or your food line if you're from the south.
do you hate Lunchables?
No, it's just not called Dylan's.
Yeah, Dylan's
What?
is
It's
a
called Kroger.
Oh,
or Food Lion.
well, the same company.
Yeah.
Which one owns which? I don't know.
Kroger owns everything.
Okay, Kroger.
They're
Down
the
with the
king.
corporations. Just kidding.
Wow.
No politics. I'm kidding.
Cal's really good at not taking a stance on
I'm
stuff.
very much kidding. I'm very much kidding. I literally don't even know what I'm talking about ever. So
Oh,
we're just
man.
talking about how we didn't know that we were supposed to vote the other day.
Yeah, in the primaries.
It's like, oh shoot, that's today. Should probably register.
Well, this is actually kind of a funny story. I was gonna go vote, and it was right after work, so I was wearing like dumpy, dirty clothes. Like I was
And you
looking
work at
trashy.
a restaurant?
Yeah, I work at the food
Cracker
line,
Barrel.
and I was wearing these
They have
dumpy,
one of those.
trashy clothes, and I was talking to Lauren, and she's on the phone. She's like, "Oh, if you look that crappy, you should just wear a sign in there that says the government." No,
No politics.
Come on.
Just kidding.
it's like no. If I'm gonna go in there with a sign that says the government, I need to be bloated and stealing out of people's pockets, and then I need a huge, muscular guy in a black T-shirt behind me that just says the IRS.
Mm.
You're still making political commentary.
Yeah, but
It's
like
good,
no
though.
one likes
It's
the
true.
IRS, really.
It's true.
So they
Even
take
the
their tax
IRS
money.
is
Sure, I'm sure some people. That's probably fair.
I'm sure some people like the IRS.
No,
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Even people that work there. I don't know.
I was talking to this one bloke who worked at the IRS.
One bloke. Working on his Scottish
We get it,
lingo.
Sam. They're moving to Scotland.
Scottish lingo.
Flex on us more,
One
please.
bloke. No, St. Andrews has nothing on Eldo. The old El Dorado. Eldo. Just a skip and a hop over the pond. El Dorado Lake. One of
You'd be
nature's-
neighbors with a bunch of criminals.
It is the largest indigenous body of water. That's a stolen joke. But
No, that's
Don't
okay.
buy some
He
time.
was quoting The Office there. We quote The Office for
Yeah.
everyone here.
Yeah, actually, we could do a quote of the week if we want.
Oh, I have one.
So you have a quote of the week?
Yeah, it's okay. It's just kind of the quote of my life because
Okay,
it's the funniest
yeah,
quote I've
yeah,
ever heard.
yeah.
It's not from The Office.
Oh no, it doesn't have to be.
So, Brad, if you haven't seen New Girl, go watch New Girl. It's
Mm.
incredible. I just watched it this year. I refused to watch it because I figured I couldn't watch
Uh,
that. Toxic masculinity.
I think it peaks and then slowly declines.
Yeah, but it's so funny though.
It is
When it's
very
at its
good.
peak,
I
it's
liked
so
it.
funny. But the quote that I'm gonna use for today, Winston's one of the characters. He's phenomenal, and so it's just a weird person, but basically he's like at some restaurant or something, and he's trying to pick up girls, and
Yeah.
so a girl walks by, and his way of flirting is saying this, "Dang, girl, how big are those feet?" And that has just been my
Yeah.
quote that I laugh at.
Well, and
every
it
day.
works too. We'll be out in public and
it's-
Calvin just yells out at women, "Hey, how big are those feet now?" And they flock to him. Really,
It's true.
women love to be complimented on their feet.
I don't know what
It's
it
a
is.
big talking point.
All right, next topic.
No, everyone goes for the quote of the week. Okay,
I know. I just wanted to get off feet. I just hate feet.
Hillard, do you have any
feet?
quote?
There are
or
some
anything?
nasty feet at Butler. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
gross.
sure there are though.
There are,
Football
yeah.
players.
Not mine. Mine are fantastic.
Really.
Well,
Shout out to
manicured.
the mall for all those mani-pedis right there. I've actually never gotten one.
Actually, did the football players get those?
We have not yet.
I've heard
hope
that sometimes they do.
That's part of the bargain because I would be very down.
I never got one, but like I wouldn't want to go myself.
Yeah,
Me neither,
yeah,
but I
don't
would
know.
be game to go get one.
I feel like that'd be kind of nice.
That's why I need a girlfriend. Shout out. If anyone's out there,
Literally anyone will take Hillard to a mani-pedi.
Comment down below if you would date Hillard.
you gotta get the couples discount is there.
Based
Do
on
a
his
TBD
voice.
down below.
Based on his voice, date him. His voice and his like wanting to go to get a mani-pedi.
Yeah.
If you're down.
Yep. If
Will
you
you pay?
find those
Fine.
things attractive.
I will pay.
Or go
half.
Dutch.
I'll pay 40% of it.
That's pretty
Because
good.
you're getting a discount too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Your
good.
discounts go on a date with
we'll
Hillard.
go 40,
let me tell you.
60.
40-60.
That's
There you
pretty
go.
good. But do you have a? It could be literally any quote. That doesn't have to be from a show or just anything. From we can give you some time to think too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need to come back
Okay.
to this. I think.
I was thinking about in Parks and Rec this ad lib line by Chris Pratt, who we already sponsored our last episode,
Yeah.
but he's sponsoring this one as well. Shout out
You
Chris
got
Pratt.
Chris?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh my god.
big time, big time.
Okay, go on.
And he's talking to Leslie, who's like the main character, and she's like really sick. And he's like, "Oh, well, Leslie, I typed in your symptoms on WebMD, and it says you have network connectivity problems." And apparently that joke was totally
It's totally
ad-libbed,
ad-libbed, yeah,
like,
I've seen
which
it.
is
Yeah,
really
it's
funny.
ad-libbed.
But
How do you go on after that? Like I would just lose it.
I would.
That's so
He was funny when he was fat. He's still funny. Oh,
It's
man.
still really funny, but yeah, when
he was funnier
Chris,
as
when
he
you
was
listen
fat.
to this, inevitably,
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, we talked about that. We love him. Some of his movies are,
Yeah.
but he's still phenomenal.
I think he's
Great guy.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's dating Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be scary.
Is she jacked?
It'd be
Dang.
real
She's-
scary.
I mean, I wouldn't mind
I'm
dating her.
determined. Sorry.
That would be intimidating to have Arnold Schwarzenegger as
Like your father
the,
and mom.
the
yeah.
daughter's dad,
From
you
the
know?
future.
I'm the governor of California.
California is bankrupt. California.
That's a joke.
We have
didn't
very
give
little
credit.
original
That's from
humor.
The Office, so we don't get in
No,
trouble for
if we
jokes
give
like-
credit to everything, then it makes us look bad. Like we're not
I
original.
don't want to steal jokes. We
That-
already got a
that's part of
text
it.
from Lauren says you stole her joke.
Okay. You're right,
Anyway.
but
Yes, he's dating Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
really?
Because
Because why?
I was gonna
What's the
say-
reason,
I was
Calvin?
gonna say, because he and his
Personality.
he and Anna Faris got divorced because it's like he started dating her because they got divorced. That's what I was gonna say, but that's
In spite.
not true. It's not true at all. But she's
Oh,
like
that's
met his
funny.
kid already, so I'm guessing it's
Wow.
pretty serious.
How do you know that?
I saw
Jesus.
an article.
Really?
Were you texting him about the sponsorship, and he was like,
Yeah, he's
"Oh,
like, by the way, I'm
Arnold
dating
Schwarzenegger's daughter came and met my child."
Yes, Jack is his name. So
Jack.
I love the name Jack. I kind of want.
Really?
Oh wait,
Thank you.
Okay,
You mean
that's
that?
funny because Hillard's first name is actually Jack.
Jack
It's
Hillard.
Jack Hillard Cozine.
So when I put his name in the title, it says like featuring. Should I say featuring Jack Hillard or what?
Hillard, how do you
I
prefer?
didn't even think about that.
Oh my God, so many problems we have.
We have 15 minutes that we can figure this out. So let's dive into it.
Let's stick with Hillard.
Okay.
I think
Hillard.
I want to keep it on the DL.
Yeah.
Not DL, but that's just like what I'm going to use
Right.
for probably my main opening line when I meet my wife someday. I'm going to say,
Really?
"Hi, my name's Jack."
Wow.
Are you serious?
No,
How will you know that she's going to be your wife?
I think you just know.
Do you?
Oh yeah, love
Yeah.
at first sight is a real thing.
I'm no love doctor, but I do know a few things.
Really?
What are they?
Like what?
Because we have literally no idea.
Help me.
Seriously, I need help.
And if I need help, then Calvin really needs help.
Very true. Very true.
Well, you're on your own, Jack. I'm sorry, that was forced.
No.
I'm writing a book, actually.
Oh, really?
What's it called?
What's the title?
14 Reasons Why. It's not anything suicidal. It's about why love is love. Why you find your person and you stick with them.
Why you find your person and you stick with them. That's a really good
Why
description.
What
can't
is
you more
the,
about it?
Oh yeah, we
It's
gotta
not
know.
really shit.
Yeah.
What is the about the author paragraph say?
Well, I actually think I might have.
What are your credentials? I'd love to hear your credentials.
Yeah.
I'm an Eagle Scout.
He's showing us his Eagle
He's
Scout
managed to
card
bring
right
it
now.
up again. Wow.
Oh man,
Anyway,
that's between me
Love.
and my diary.
love is all's fair in love and war.
And chivalry is dead.
Yes. I watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days the other day, so
Great.
it's really good. It's so
It
funny. I
is
want
a
to see The
funny movie.
Proposal again. We all watched that this
it's so
summer.
good.
So funny.
Yeah.
Brad, go watch The Proposal with Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock and
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is so good.
So funny.
Mm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect movie.
It was
No
very
flaws.
good.
It had one flaw at the end, but I don't want to spoil it.
Mm.
So.
I don't remember the flaw.
I'll tell you later. It's not even like a flaw. It's just like
If you don't tell me now, I'm gonna start screaming.
I just didn't.
Well,
enjoy
are you
one
scared
aspect.
to spoil it?
Yeah.
Then
like-
just say spoiler alert. Proposal.
Spoiler alert. I'll give you 30 seconds. Come back in 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Wow, okay.
Wait, what time is it? Come back at
What?
32.
You
Just
don't
come back
have
at
to.
33
You don't
minutes.
have to.
Or if you're even listening at this point. But
Yeah, no
Probably
one's
turn it
made
off.
it
basically,
this
so
far.
spoiler. So the end when the grandma literally fake dies to get
Yeah,
them to
that
be
was
together.
dumb.
I was like, okay,
That
that's-
was dumb.
which
Yeah.
is it's a rom-com. So
Excuse her for caring. You just let the family break
No,
up.
but
No, screw you. Okay, I like that part. What's her name? That's
It's Betty White.
Nana
Betty White,
Mimi.
yeah.
Oh,
You can't touch Betty White.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. She's a goddess.
Yeah.
on Earth.
So
Yeah.
just cut that act.
God is a woman.
Sam, do you have a kilt on your bed right now?
Yeah.
Is that really a kilt?
No.
I was like, wow.
Those are
We get it. You're going to Scotland.
my
Ah,
pajama
well,
pants, so
Are
I
you
would
serious?
appreciate if you didn't make fun of them.
Get it? You're going to
sorry.
Scotland.
Get it,
Buy
Sam.
some plaid. I actually really like plaid. Scottish
Do
plaid.
you? Do you?
Yeah.
I do enjoy. I enjoy a nice little top
Well, then,
coat.
then you'll really like this right here.
Okay, he has a scarf.
I'm going to Scotland, actually, and this is where I got this.
Are you going to
Scarves.
wear that
Yeah.
every day in Scotland?
Great school.
Probably. I think it's required to wear a scarf in Europe,
Yeah,
just in
okay.
general. If you don't wear a scarf in Europe, it's...
Like so American.
Oh, you're American.
we get it.
Oh, man. There are some things, I'm not excited about in the sense of, being an American over there. I'm really looking forward to everyone just asking me about Trump. That's going to be so much fun.
And the
you know?
toilet's flushed backwards, right?
Yeah, that's
That's Australia. That's Australia.
It throws you for a loop,
That's-
brother.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild.
Wait, should I talk about when I went to Albania, the pooping setup they have there?
Definitely.
Okay, so not that I ever went poop in Albania, but
Well, pooping's gross.
yeah, I would never do that.
No one poops
But
anymore.
I guess-
Hypothetically.
yeah, hypothetically.
If you had gone
But
to
we stayed in a hotel for a night, and they have the toilet, right? But you're not supposed to flush in that region of Europe. Like you don't flush your, you don't flush at all.
You're a stew.
I'm kidding. You don't flush. It was stupid.
Your
You don't
toilet
flush
paper?
your toilet paper.
There it is.
Like throw it away.
They reuse
But
It's not.
I was like, wait, what did you say? That was actually really funny.
No one even laughed.
Calvin says that was funny.
Thank you.
Actually, that was so funny.
I'm so surprised,
For
man.
you,
I'm
that was
really
actually
surprised.
really funny. For
Clever,
you.
really clever.
Sorry.
Don't patronize. Don't patronize me.
No patronage.
But they have like at the hotel they had like. Okay, so put away your Scotland pencil. So they have like the toilet, but then next to it they have like a basin with like a faucet. No.
Oh, my bad.
And that is for like I guess you just like
Throw it away.
like you like wipe maybe like once and then you use the basin to clean the rest of your body. Not your body.
Wait, what do you mean?
It's
With
like
the toilet
It's
paper?
like no, like it's the faucet and you sit in it.
Oh, it's like those Japanese toilets that.
I've been
Yeah.
on one of those.
Really?
Wow, what an experience. 5-star.
Have you seriously?
6 out of 5 stars, yeah. I've been on one.
Wow.
I had one time.
Did it
Yeah.
hurt?
It did not hurt, no. It was an interesting sensation. Nothing can prepare you for that, I'll just tell you that. But
Were you did it clean you well?
oh my goodness, yes.
Wow.
It was
That's
something else.
Wow.
It was I don't want to go into detail, but
Please
water.
do.
warm water?
Warm water, not
Wow.
cold.
Actually, I feel like that'd be
Purified.
cold.
It was
Cold
even
would
purified.
suck.
Brita? Was it Brita
Yeah, I
quality?
tried some and it tasted exact. I did not. It had
Shout out
wait,
our
it had a heated seat on it.
Where were you
wow.
at?
It was in Coeur d'Alene.
Oh, that was in
Idaho.
Coeur d'Alene?
Yeah, had a heated
Dang.
seat.
Dang.
Shout out to our
In
toilet
remote.
sponsor, Brita Toilets.
They have great water.
Great
Was
water.
it Brita? I don't. Yes. Yeah, that's what I said. Brita.
They're not filtered water. He's joking. Okay.
It's not filtered water. I don't think. I didn't.
How much did you have? Like a sip or like?
Couple. I didn't realize it was toilet water at first because like this is
So
a nice
good.
looking toilet.
So good.
No, but like you really like you sit in this like basin next to the toilet and you just like sit
Wow.
there and like it's
Flush
like
it out.
it's like you sit and like it just flows down your lower back.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I didn't use it because I was like,
That's
no, thank
crazy.
you, but
I would have used that in a heartbeat.
I was weirded out. We were only there
Okay.
for like a night.
Do you guys remember this? This
Nope.
little thing?
Halo.
What is that?
You guys gave me this for my birthday like 2 or 3 years ago.
Ah,
Oh
yes,
my
yes,
gosh,
yes.
is that a Halo?
Yeah.
Little minifigure.
little,
Lego.
little minifigure.
We're so good
It's
at
not
giving
Lego.
presents.
I found this the other day.
This is like literally a Halo
Is it from
minifigure.
Walgreens, maybe?
Probably.
Why do we buy them?
I don't
I
know.
think we went to Walgreens to get a card,
That's
and
hilarious.
then I think we're like, this isn't that. That was like $50. So
Yeah.
you're welcome, Sam.
That's really funny.
Complain.
That's awesome.
No, it was
You're welcome.
very cheap.
Oh, so that's fun.
You guys didn't give me anything for my birthday, so.
Oh,
I got you
funny.
the Austin Towers
Funny.
3-disc collection.
Oh my gosh.
Or did you
You
forget?
did.
Or did you forget?
That was such a good gift.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
We don't really give gifts anymore. That's okay.
I'm
Yeah.
so bad at gifts.
I
I'm
forget
bad
me
at
too.
giving, and I just don't I don't get much like
Yeah.
out of like getting them either.
Yeah.
Anymore. It's just kind of like
Okay, though, shout out to Calvin, though. You gave me, like years ago, you gave me the 3-disc set of Jason Bourne.
Oh,
Mm.
great movie.
I had never seen those before. That was
They're so good.
awesome.
I lost my movie.
Second
stand
only
going anywhere.
Oh.
to James
Yeah.
Bond.
Okay.
Okay.
There's no okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. First off, before we get into this whole debate, because I'm gonna kill Hillard, they're like because they're doing one more with Daniel Craig, but then they're gonna recast obviously.
Yeah.
And you
Yep.
know the guy that plays Charles on The Office?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Idris Elba. Is, I
Mhm,
think his name. He's
mhm.
also in the Jungle Book. And
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
in, he's the
Baller.
guy from Thor that does like the gate thing.
Yep.
He's so cool. Actually.
He is
really
pretty cool,
good.
yeah.
I hated him in the
I hate
office.
his character on The Office,
Yeah,
but he's
yeah.
a really good actor.
Mm.
He's like the lead choice for like being the next Bond.
Oh, that's cool.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be really cool.
That'd be really cool.
He's kind of old, but that'd be pretty cool.
It'd be like he'd probably be like 50s, which is like
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
Seems
old.
older,
Yeah.
But like,
But I don't know. It's kind
but
of cool.
with the stuff you can do now, like
yeah, it could be
like
good.
you can be older and like they can like animate fights a little bit more
Yeah.
and make it less obvious. But
Mhm.
and I think like he's more class. Like he's got class. I
He
think.
does
He
have
would be-
class.
he
He's
would be- I think
suave, man.
I think Daniel Craig was one of a kind for.
Yeah, I don't
James
think
Bond.
anyone
he
will
was
top
so
him.
good.
He's
Sean Connery
incredible.
was very good. Daniel Craig,
I do think
he's
it's
more convincing. He's more convincing.
He's just so
Sean
classy.
Connery is just like icon.
Sean Connery.
Now we're all gonna try and do a Sean Connery version. Butcher it.
But Pierce Brosnan was. I've never seen Pierce Brosnan. James Bond movie, but he's cool.
I have, and it was good. It was good. You know what hurt him was that he was already famous beforehand. It helps when they choose someone that's like Daniel Craig came out of nowhere.
Okay.
So
it just was pretty famous, but
yeah, I mean
that's cool though
when they kind of choose someone out of nowhere. It's kind of like that kind of builds your character,
which is good and bad for the actor because it kind of typecasts them a little bit. But
that's fair.
But
I mean, I'm not
it's
gonna
kind of worth
sorry
it
for him.
honestly.
You know how much money he made? I don't feel
yeah,
sorry for him.
No. Well, okay.
He hates him though.
He does.
So tired of him.
That's what I was gonna say. After was the newest one Skyfall or Spectre? Spectre. Yeah.
That was a good movie.
It was. After that one, he said he's like quoted to have saying, "I'd rather slit my wrist than do another James Bond movie."
It's probably a little bit.
Yeah,
extreme.
he said that, and now he's doing another one because.
Well, I'm sure they gave him.
Yeah, they're
so much
not
money.
going to turn that money down. So.
No. But anyway, Jason Bourne would beat James Bond in a fight any day of the week.
So easily.
And I don't understand why Hillard thinks differently.
I apologize to no one.
Okay. Literally,
James Bond has the whole resource.
But Jason Bourne beat the CIA. He wasn't even worried he beat the CIA by himself.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
The freaking
MI6 one-on-one in a
one-on-one, he beat him.
I'd say Jason Bourne would probably win.
James Bond can have MI6 and still kill him.
James. No,
he
has an Aston Martin. He's flexing that. He shows up to the fight flexing an Aston Martin. That man's gonna win. I don't even care.
He was like 15 steps ahead of the CIA, and he was not even worried about it. And he would kill MI6. He would kill MI6, and he would murder Jason Bourne or James Bond. Dang it!
All right,
what?
all right. Get down in the comments. Tell us who you think would win, James Bond, Jason Bourne.
Yeah, and it's if you don't say Jason Bourne,
we might block you, but yeah.
Brad, dang it, Brad.
Brad, you better answer right.
Brad, I know you'll come through with me on this.
You even met Brad. Oh man, those are good. They're all good movies, though.
Yeah, they are.
I like Jason Bourne.
What's your favorite James Bond movie?
Oh man, I'm talking.
I mean, it's hard.
I think my favorite is probably. Oh wow, that's tough. Probably Skyfall, but I don't know. Spectre was really good.
I really enjoyed Casino Royale.
Oh yeah,
I love Casino Royale.
Quantum of Solace was the one that was the one.
Yeah,
that
that's the weakest one.
Wasn't great. It was good.
The third one or the first?
That was the first.
That was the second one.
Second one.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Casino was first.
Casino was first. That's the best one, I think.
Yeah.
Skyfall was very nice.
Yeah.
Which one was the one with the guy that like takes his jaw out?
That was Skyfall.
That villain was so good. He was a great villain. He was really good.
He was very good.
They have very good villains.
They really do.
Yeah, they do.
Sean Connery's ones are very good. I like Thunderball. Those are just classic. I don't know if you guys have seen those or not.
I haven't seen it.
Those are just so
I've
classic.
I've seen one Sean Connery.
You know, he wasn't very convincing as like a fighter per se.
Yeah.
But like
he definitely had like the cool aspect.
Suave.
For sure.
Yeah. Lady killer. I'm sorry, but he was
yeah, I haven't seen any of those, which I probably should.
Yeah,
they're good.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that they're good. They're very good.
Yeah. I think part of it is like we grow up now, like with all these incredible movies with like the graphics and like
that's true.
The effects and stuff, and so like going back and watching it sometimes it's just
a little hard
for
sometimes.
me.
Yeah.
Even though they're good, it's just like they're hard sometimes.
But there's old movies that doesn't like Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, there's some that are just timeless.
Oh, Raiders of the Lost Ark is such a good movie.
Yeah.
Star Wars is also good.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys
Yes.
heard that.
But yeah, I mean, I think at some point I'll probably watch them. But Sam hadn't even seen Die Hard.
I haven't. No.
Have you seen it? Oh my gosh. I make fun of people. I just saw it like a year ago.
I haven't seen it now.
Yeah.
You should go watch it. We talked about it on the podcast.
We've talked about Die Hard in 3 different episodes now.
No more Die Hard.
3 out of 4.
Yeah, and that's like I've only seen it once, and I saw it like a year ago, and I'm like obsessed with it. But it's really good. You should watch it during Christmas time. No one.
All right.
No one.
Bruce Willis was like hates the people call it. No, Bruce Willis hates that people call it a Christmas movie because it's like set at Christmas, but it's not. It's not really, but like people watch it Christmas. It's a Christmas movie. Have you guys seen Why Him?
No.
Franco?
No.
I love James Franco.
Watch that at Christmas time. It's so funny.
Really?
I was dying laughing.
I like actually one of my favorite Christmas movies is Four Christmases. Have you seen that?
That is my
That
favorite
movie
Christmas
is
movie. It's
so
my favorite one.
funny.
I've not seen that.
You haven't
It's
seen
Vince Vaughn.
Hillard, you
It's
Oh,
kind of
I
a
love
rom
Vince Vaughn.
com.
Vince Vaughn's so
Vince
funny.
Vaughn's
The
so
premise is
funny.
really great. Like him and his girlfriend. I think they're girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they all have parents.
They
who
like
are
live
divorced.
together or whatever, and all
Okay.
their parents are divorced, and they usually travel during Christmas,
Mhm.
and they hate spending time with their families. But their flight gets canceled, so they have to go to all 4 Christmases, and each one is just crazier than the last.
Dude,
Alright, I need to
It's
check it out.
ridiculous.
I was like
Watch it right now.
Crying, man. It's so
We
funny.
need to
Okay.
watch it together.
4
It's
Christmases.
So
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
It's so funny.
yeah. When we all hook up back at Christmas time, that's
Yeah.
what we'll do.
Oh god. Okay.
Okay,
Remember when we went to Missouri or whatever in the middle of summer? We went on like a camping trip in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
We spent
Pretty
every
warm.
night, watching movies in a house.
We were so tired.
I know we were dead.
We were being very
watched,
active. We were not
we,
wasting
yeah,
time.
we,
No,
during the day we were
no.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched all these old
We watched some
VHS.
great
There's
movies
some-
though.
yeah, yeah.
It was like Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman was so
Which-
good.
Okay,
Oh my goodness. Julia
so
Roberts.
good.
Actually,
Julia
a
Roberts.
really good
Julia
movie.
Roberts, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we
Julia
watched Raising Arizona with
Oh my
Nick
god,
Cage.
Nicolas
That
Cage
was
is a great
so
actor.
funny,
Come
man.
at me,
Oh
he's a
my
great actor.
God.
So funny, but so
National
good.
Treasure 2? Question
Best
mark?
movie.
Greatest movie
National
ever.
Treasure 3 better come sooner. I'm
I
gonna
know.
throw a
I
fit.
know.
We came in
I
after
know.
that because I will.
I can't remember.
I mean, I know they have like you can buy tickets online
No,
in
but we didn't
advance,
camp
but like
out.
we're camping.
We watched Christmas Vacation in the middle
Yes,
of
we
July.
did.
Middle
That
of
was
July,
so
but no
great.
one had seen Christmas
So
Vacation except for
good,
like
though.
me or Sam or something like that. So
Yeah,
we watched
yeah,
Christmas Vacation.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so funny. We watched.
And we watched Austin Powers. That's when we. I think
Oh, that's
we
when we
fell in
first
love.
watched Austin
Yes,
Powers.
yes,
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
Austin
Golly,
Powers
so
is
many
a
classic movies.
classic.
And these were all on VHS.
Yeah.
All
VHS.
VHS.
Like
that was so
like a
funny.
really old TV.
Yeah, that
It
was
was
so
so
cool
fun.
because we got to just stay in this house by ourselves. Really,
We were pretty young, so we thought we were really cool.
we were
but-
sophomores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I guess it wasn't that young.
No.
We were like 5 years old.
We were
Yeah.
just kids then.
This was
Now we're men.
Oh man, I was driving past the old high school, and it was just weird to not be like prepping for high school.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we were supposed to get our yearbooks this week. And I didn't get mine.
I didn't get mine either.
Never close the yearbook.
Yeah, I'm not even that excited about it,
No.
but I just don't
No.
want to go back and get it. But I
I
don't
know.
want to have to have it be
I'm
school
probably gonna have my
time. I have to go
sibling get it for me.
I don't have a sibling that goes there. Dang
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I really just don't want to get it.
I'm thinking since I'm here when school starts, I'm thinking about going up for lunch one day or something. I don't know. I'm kind of scared to do it though.
I'm
I'm pretty
I don't know.
busy.
Be a security
Every day.
threat. So
I don't get out of
Security.
class till like 11:30, so I probably won't be able
Yeah,
to come.
That's
Yeah.
quite a drive. Shaw State.
And I'm like right next. My house is like right
shoot,
next to
I
the
have football
school.
practice.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I was
Oh,
really
man.
looking forward to that.
Dang. You guys, you want to make this an hour episode or cut it now?
I think this should be a special feature, a little overtime.
You know what? We
let's
do
do
have
it.
Hillard on.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's what I was thinking.
I apologize in advance to Brad who.
For the
probably
few of
doesn't
us,
have
the
time.
few of you
Yeah.
who've been sticking with us,
If you were counting on this being 40.
Brad, if you are still listening, which you aren't.
I know
Thanks
you are.
again.
I believe.
Oh,
I mean,
you're
it's
so
kinda-
great.
It's kind of like that thing where twins can like feel each other's pain.
Yeah,
Like I can feel when Brad's listening.
Brad,
So,
the guy.
It's pretty cool.
But
pretty
what
cool.
we need to figure out something to talk about if we're going to do it right now.
I don't know. So you're like moved out. You're kind of like doing your own life, Hillard. What's it like?
I'm an adult. I have everything
Yeah.
figured out. It's
No,
not
but
that hard.
Is
The
it
real
that
world-
different?
I actually was like really worried. I wasn't worried until I moved out and I was like in the grocery store. I was like, I have literally no idea what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
I was like walking around like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, which is it is so embarrassing. I 100% like admit that was really embarrassing, but I was
Yeah.
like really worried. And when I cooked,
Yeah.
I was baking chicken and veggies.
Yeah.
Burnt the veggies like completely
To a
black.
crisp.
Like you couldn't like I just like touched one and like. And the chicken was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I will say I did
Yeah.
very good chicken. I had lots of advice.
Stop flexing.
It's not that good.
But like when it was cooking in the oven, I was like freaking out. Like this is gonna mess up. I'm just gonna waste all my money. And I didn't check because I was watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Star
Of
Wars
course,
Bringing
of
Back.
course. Yeah.
But it was freaky. So do you feel it all that way, Hillard, or are you pretty much good?
Well, I'm set with the Butler Cafe. I mean, shout
Oh,
out.
see, yeah, I don't have
No,
that.
my meal ticket is expired there, which couldn't come soon enough because I'm kind of done with that. As much as I love,
Yeah.
knockoff Filet-O-Fish sandwiches. I'm good. No, I think I'm ready to start cooking. I've actually enjoyed cooking, which is something a lot of people don't know about me, but I'll cook for you.
Yeah.
That is funny though. 'cause I
Literally
feel like-
whatever you want.
Hey,
I feel like people
Hillard's
don't
future
think-
girlfriend, that girl we were talking about earlier, he cooks too. So
Oh,
he cooks
okay.
plus.
And clean. I don't
Mani
clean.
patties, cooking. Oh, no cleaning.
I'll clean.
Oh, he will clean. Okay, this is a package, guys. Come on.
I'll be a stay-at-home dad. Honestly, at this point, I'm desperate. 19 years old.
Hey.
I don't have much time left.
Yeah.
He needs to settle down. Ring by spring. Come on. Hop on.
Ring by spring.
Let's be for your senior year before you graduate. But
Okay.
We're doing freshman year.
Freshman year, ring by spring.
Freshman year,
baby.
ring by spring.
Come on.
Ring by spring.
No, but like more than just cooking. Like I don't know, to go home to not see your family every night. Is that weird?
You know, I'm good.
Feel free to bash them because they won't be listening.
I've been busy enough to where I was like, I haven't really thought about that. Like,
Okay.
I haven't had a lot of free time so far with fall camp. But,
Have you been homesick at all?
No,
Really?
not really. I mean, I have younger siblings I love very much, but I was also kind of ready to have some freedom. So
Yeah, yeah.
no, I'm enjoying it, and
So it's more of like a selfish ambition. That's kind
Yeah.
of
it's completely selfish.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
No, but I feel the same way.
Yeah, no, I feel like I could conquer anything right now. I mean, literally anything.
Look
That
out,
life
world!
could bring
Here
me.
comes Hillard, Eagle Scout and all. Let's get Manny Petty together. Sorry, I just killed my impression of Hillard.
You think I'm just gonna be a bachelor my whole life? I've given up at this point, actually.
Would you go on The Bachelor?
No. Yeah, I'll tell you
Okay.
why.
Why?
Bachelor in Paradise.
I'm not about that love on TV, all that. I want
Really?
a real experience.
No,
So
you-
like
I want
classic, like-
something just real and genuine. Okay.
like meet a girl in a bar. You know,
oh,
classic.
absolutely.
Well, we're not 21, Sam. So
you can get in if you're 18. You don't have to drink, Calvin.
are you serious?
Yeah, you can go to bars when you're 18.
Well,
You can go to Club Rodeo when
I
you're
have
18.
wasted
you tell me now.
10 months.
You guys want to go to Club Rodeo after this?
No.
Yeah, my boots.
I forgot my boots.
Oh my god.
Oh,
No,
man.
but you joke about like Bachelor being like not real love. That show
Oh.
is messed up, dude.
It's so
Okay,
dumb.
I'll give you an example. Bachelor in Paradise. Just watch that. So this girl, basically Bachelor in Paradise, they take people who have been on The Bachelor or Bachelorette, and they bring them onto Bachelor in Paradise. There's a girl.
Wow, that is
was-
just like.
It's
a
a
win-win.
Can
very,
you milk that
I
anymore?
know.
Like-
but people get like attached to the character. Sorry, Team Wax. The audio cut out here, but don't worry, it was not important at all. They have this girl. This is gonna be super, whatever. They have this girl who was on, and a guy that was on. Sorry, it cut out again, guys, but don't worry, not important at all. It was Hillard's fault. He was like about to win the Bachelorette, and then she texted him or like told him like I have feelings for you still, and then he lost because he like wanted to get back with this girl.
Love will find
Then they
a way.
like then they like
No.
didn't they like didn't get together or whatever.
Yeah.
So then the first day that they're there, she tells like people like I'm waiting for this guy to show up, and so he didn't show up, and she was like heartbroken. Then they have like this thing they call a date card, so you have to go on a date and ask somebody. So she asks somebody, has a great time, hits it off with this guy. The next day, the Bachelor in Paradise people introduce the guy that she's like been like in love with. So then he comes in, and she's like, "What?" And so she's like, the night before, she's like, "Goodbye. I don't love you anymore." He comes in, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I love this guy." I'm like,
You're playing with
"You
my heart,
guys
man.
are just terrible. Like
You're
you're
playing-
so mean."
Okay, tell me you wouldn't watch that though. Like,
No,
I'm kind of intrigued now,
it
and
is
I might watch
forget
that.
it.
Forget the
It's
actors.
so funny.
They're
It
not
is so
real life
funny.
people. Forget their emotions. You're toying with me on this, and that's just.
I
not
was
cool.
locked in. I honestly thought it was pretty interesting and really
Really?
funny.
Yeah.
It's a really funny show.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
And they have an audience that's very dedicated, so I respect it. But
Yeah. People like what they like. We shouldn't hate too hard. But
I mean,
I
we
will.
are.
Some of it's trash. So
okay, I do have a serious question though. So I was reading in this book. It's called Confessions.
okay, flex on it. Sam reads.
Confessions by.
I played
Yeah.
RC?
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh, great book. Calvin, you was the only one who didn't read that. Wow.
You've read it?
I did read it actually.
When did you read it?
Eighth.
Okay.
Sixth grade. Sixth grade.
Fourth grade. I was reading Confessions.
Yeah,
but
he annotated
I read it
it. He
in
did the
sixth
whole
grade.
9
Did
yards.
you read the whole thing?
Yeah.
Or was it an abridged?
Could you read
Sixth, seventh grade. No, maybe it was eighth grade. I don't know. I read it in middle school.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway, he brings up this
Hillard
question.
went to a private school.
I learned
I went to a
Latin.
public school. Great for Hillard.
He read Confessions. We read.
We read
Walk
Where
Two
the Redford
Moons.
Grows.
I
Walk
read
Two Moons.
Iliad in the Odyssey.
Okay.
Seventh grade, like 2 weeks.
That's pretty cool. I wish I had done
I wish I
that,
did too.
honestly.
Some of those are classics.
But anyway, so he brings up this point of why do we like plays and shows that are like sad? Like, why are we attracted to like that kind of tragedy? in our lives, and I just kind of wanted to dissect that. And
Feels
maybe talk
Friday, am
about
I
it.
right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hit me with
Okay.
that-
So
hit me with that bomb.
That's our
Give me the feels right
current
now.
thing, like
Serious?
getting in the feels, like why.
Marvin's room.
I don't. It was kind of like I don't know why we are.
Attracted to that? I
Yeah.
think
Like,
it's-
what's the appeal?
I think it's relatable. Like, because I feel like
No,
sadness
but-
a lot of times it's like isolation though.
Kind of.
you want to
but,
feel
like,
good about
what-
yourself and say, wow, that person
Yeah.
has it so much worse
So
than
much
me.
worse than me. I'm good.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, but I feel like some of that is like, oh, okay, so it's
But-
not just me.
Some of that relatability is lost on like tragedy that's wicked, crazy. Like
No, okay.
Like, give an
yeah.
example of like a play
like
you're meeting.
Les Mis. Like,
Oh, don't hate.
the tragedy in that. No,
No, yeah, no, that's
I
great.
love that show.
Absolutely.
Phenomenal.
But like, 95% of the audience watching that is not going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So like, what's...
Oh, I cry every time.
No, and you're gonna laugh at the fact that he cries. Is it not okay for men to cry, Sam?
No, it's not.
Ever.
God. Never mind. Next
I'm
topic.
kidding. I'm kidding. I think men
what is
should
that?
cry.
What is that phenomenal play they did at Trinity?
All My Sons. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was
I think
so
you
sad.
meant to say Joseph. In the I was in that,
So
by the way.
sad.
Roman guard number 4.
Golly, such a
Not
thespian.
Roman. Why
up in
is it
here.
Roman? It's Egypt.
Oh, yeah, Hillard had a lot of lines. That's why he knows what he's doing. I didn't get offered a spot or a tryout, so I can make
He
fun
actually
of him.
got cut. He tried to out.
They said you can't even play a part with
He
no
didn't even.
lines.
Yeah, he didn't
You
even
can't
try
even play
to.
a part when they just stand there. You suck.
He actually auditioned to be on stage crew, and they cut him from that. He wasn't strong enough to pull
To
the
pull the
curtain.
rope.
Yeah.
No, but All My Sons was flame. But I was like,
So
I've
good.
never really had that type of like struggle where it's like, what even happened? Someone dies.
Yeah,
and,
he kills himself. I
Talking
think.
about late.
Oh,
What are we talking
yeah.
about?
Which is it's
All
very
My
Oh, All
similar.
My Sons.
Yes.
Yeah. I second acted that. That was a great movie.
you second acted that?
I had to. I had basketball.
You
I had,
did,
I
something-
did.
I had like practice or something. Or,
Yeah.
It was
I
so
don't
good,
know,
dude.
because Sam was
Actually,
there.
the second
I was-
half was like. The
Did you go
best
see it
part.
again?
No, I saw the whole thing.
I don't know. I
Was it a
did
football
really
thing?
good.
I
Maybe
don't
it was a
know.
football thing. I only saw the second half.
That's
and
so funny that you second
I
acted
loved
that.
what I saw.
That's really funny. I forgot about that. I had a Trinity.
Got that extra credit.
Oh, should I be saying in school that I went to?
I think that's fine. There's a decent
There's
amount
a lot of
of
Trinity.
That's true.
I don't know.
Okay.
If someone
which-
really wants to figure out who we are, they could.
Yeah,
People
that's
can do
true.
that kind of stuff.
Well, everyone that's gonna listen, like Brad knows who we are.
Brad knows who we are.
Your girlfriend knows who we are.
Yeah, I think.
My brother knows who we are for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Anyway.
millionaire self
I'm really
fans are bringing
hopeful for this podcast. So, I mean, I think I'm not like outrageously thinking we're gonna blow up or anything, but I think a decent amount of people would actually listen to this. What do you think, Hillard?
I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be the best podcast ever, but second or third is pretty realistic.
I could see that happening, especially within like the first year.
I think we need a recorder, like a video recorder, because I think they just need to see us.
That's
honestly.
that is
Yeah.
funny though, because I watch podcasts on YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
I watch
They
them,
need to
and it's
see
like
me.
they're literally just sitting there talking. But I don't know why, but I like
Hmm.
watch them talk.
Well, maybe we can do that in the future. I don't know.
Best.
Yeah. Patreon people only can watch us. They can watch us go like fake lift stuff up like we're talking
Right.
about doing.
Right. We'll have to arrange some sort of. Well, no, it's real, so we don't have to fake it.
Yeah, no,
So.
I'm sorry.
Only question is, do we sign with Canon or are we going
Nikon, yeah.
Nikon? I mean,
Is that what it's called?
is it Nikon? I don't know.
Are they owned by Nike?
separate affiliates.
That's separate but equal. But
Conspiracy.
No, yeah, I guess but maybe I could see some people listening to it,
Yeah, I don't know.
like family and friends.
people feel bad.
Yeah.
for
People
us.
are like, oh,
People that like
gosh.
will ask them, "Hey, have you listened to the podcast?" And they're like, "Oh, I gotta
Oh,
listen to this thing.
okay,
Shut
dang
these
it."
people up."
I shouldn't have come to work today.
They just like skip through and listen to like 5 minutes total, but they like find talking
Try to
points in it.
Find like
Yeah.
where the line spikes up, like, oh, there must have been a joke there.
By the way, I've not had anyone say Pizza Hut to me.
Neither have I.
I'm
Dang it.
so disappointed.
No
So
one-
either
it's
these-
we had this thing where, like in like our first episode, where
Yeah.
we said, like if you've seen this, if like you've listened this far, come up to us and tell us like say Pizza Hut. So no one said that. So we pretty much
Yeah.
no one's
Got 18 listens on SoundCloud, and I've got no
15
Pizza
of
Huts,
those
so.
were me. So
Yeah.
pretty much no one.
I need to check it out. I still haven't.
Well, we didn't really tell them about
Fake
it till now,
friend.
so.
I didn't
Yeah.
know this was. I thought this was a prank. Honestly.
That's so true. He's like, are you guys like really like? He's like, I know you're just gonna prank me and record for an hour. Just see
You
what
may
I
say
say.
something and pin it against me 20 years down the line.
Blackmail him.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Dang it, we should have done that as a
Shoot.
podcast.
Well,
I mean, we still
have a
can.
friend,
I guess it
we
could.
have another friend, Ben, We'll use it on him.
Oh man.
Beat that out or keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not gonna listen. He hates us.
No, he does. He hates us.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we're closing in on an hour.
Dang.
Can I just say that this has been magical? Just to say the least.
Wow.
Say the least.
Honestly, I'm thankful that you came on.
Yeah,
Hillard.
me
Thank
too.
you.
Oh, my pleasure.
We'll have to have you back on sometime. If our
Definitely.
ratings are high.
Yeah.
If they're low, then see it. But like if they're high.
We're all about the monetized.
Better get those ratings up there right now. I will burn this place down to the ground.
Our new booth, please no.
No, not our $1 million booth.
Sam's bed's in the background. It's
Yeah,
so weird.
no.
He brought it here. We sleep in the booth, so we just get in the mindset
Right,
all the time
right.
of being in podcast.
You gotta
mode.
stay in
Oh,
that creative space.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you listen this far, go ahead and say
Really?
bison next time you see us.
Yeah, come on.
Bison.
Bison. Or Pizza Hut. We'll take either.
Yeah,
of those,
honestly.
but-
Or just tell us you watched it.
Yeah,
Just say something.
That'll be enough for me, honestly.
Or tell us your honest opinion, though, if you're listening. Brad, tell us if you like it or not. It's cool if you don't. It's not for everybody.
But at the same time, I forgive, but I never forget.
It's true.
It's probably good that we don't really portray confidence on this. Like, we don't, to our audience, we don't
Yeah.
seem very
We
confident.
should come
about
off
this.
as really pretentious. Like, yeah, people are going to listen to this, like, no matter what. They're just be like, oh, Sam's doing a podcast?
Once I get
I'm
my
hopping
friends on this, you guys are just set.
No,
I'm just gonna say that. That's why you had me on
We're
here.
You know,
literally using
and
you
I
for
think a
name
lot of the
basis.
Butler football players would really love
Oh,
to listen
man.
to this.
Are you kidding me?
Right up
Team
their alley.
meetings, pre-game on the bus.
Next
Open
open
mic,
mic.
just
Oh,
press
high
play
five.
on the phone, right in
Hey
the
guys,
mic.
we're gonna use this next hour and a half. This next 45 minutes.
Promote
Let's
one of
be
my
promoting-
friends' podcasts that I was on.
Yeah, yeah.
was featured, so
You're our first feature, though, so you must feel honored.
Yeah.
I am,
How do you feel?
in a word, exquisite. I don't even. That's a stolen joke, but I feel
Where's that
so
from?
amazing.
I feel like that's...
It's the office.
It's The Office.
Oh.
What's new?
Dang
I am nothing without that show.
We
No,
should-
I was telling people, like, I genuinely, like, people, like, come here. Okay, wow, I'm about to flex so much. I'm about to say, like,
Calvin, you're so
Calvin, you're so funny.
Without that show, I am just a raw little nugget of nothing.
No,
Yeah.
like, I literally think, like, people think I'm funny because I just quote other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just make it funny.
Stolen.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even, like, me.
We literally have proof that that's what I
Yeah,
do.
it's true.
So,
But, yeah. Hillard, how do you think you did?
I'm not gonna brag, but I mean,
Killed
I think this is your best feature yet. So
It's true. Yeah, you did
It's quite
good.
a
You did
statement.
good.
No,
Our
you really
first
did.
time I watched it, like, I listened to it like 5 times. I was like, ooh, I did not do so hot.
yeah.
Well,
I was
even
surprised by how
the
quickly
last
we got
three.
into it, though.
Yeah.
Within 3 minutes, we were like,
Yeah.
the first one.
We
Okay.
were okay. You did great. I didn't do so
It
hot,
wasn't good.
and I hate my voice on it still. Which
Everyone
I
does.
refuse to believe it's my
Everyone
real
does.
voice
Yeah,
outside
I
of the
agree.
podcast.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah, but you know what? It's okay.
It's all right.
But hey, Hillard, thanks so
Closing
much for coming
thoughts,
on, dude.
yeah.
You have any closing
any
thoughts?
closing thoughts?
Any of them.
I just want to say, guys, that this has been the greatest honor of my life. I'll never forget this.
He's
This was
right.
the best.
He is correct.
Exude confidence. Yeah,
No, I
he's
just-
right.
I just-
Honestly, it's like a charity thing for us to have Hillard on.
Oh my goodness.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome,
This
dude.
made my day.
Yep.
Oh, you're weak. You're
It was a
here.
real service for
Made
us.
everything.
We had to really sacrifice a lot to have you on
We
here.
did, yeah.
Sorry if the ratings are shot.
Yeah, if you ruin this for us, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yep, we have
No
something
friendship.
good going here, and
Ruined it.
you're dead to me.
We should probably stop
Yeah.
this podcast.
102.
All right.
Okay. Guys, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Brad.
Catch us next week because we're doing weekly uploads.
Yes, that's the
new
plan.
thing
Yeah, definitely doing that right now.
already. No.
But yeah, Hillard, thanks again. If you guys liked Hillard, tell us in those comments. Slam down in those comments. Let us know.
If you didn't, please say something
If you
nice
didn't
anyway.
also
Yeah,
put something,
yeah.
no, actually tell us because if we keep having him on, if you guys hate
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Just kidding. Don't tell us if you hate it.
You know how much that'll hurt me.
This will be shattered.
I'm gonna drop every pass on purpose. If you guys say that. Every pass.
Oh, actually, catch Hillard on Last Chance U.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
You can
Sure.
say that. No, yeah. that's
Okay.
right. I
Um,
may be on there on the sideline or getting blown up on a play or something.
Yeah,
Last chance
he-
you. I played for Butler.
Wait, is Butler on
they're
the
not.
next episode?
They're not.
We are not
the
actually
focus.
like,
They're not the college, but
but we
they're
play-
they're playing in.
Oh, Independence.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
game is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Dang.
So like Hillard,
if you catch a touchdown pass on
I will
Netflix,
streak on the field.
we're gonna
Yes.
use
Dude.
you as clickbait, just so you know.
Yes.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes, we will.
That is very okay.
You were purely clickbait.
That's gonna
friend.
make my life.
Yeah.
Thank
And,
you.
you know, if he ends up in the NFL in a couple years, we
You could
got
pay
him on
for
the ground
you
level.
could pay for a new mic.
Yeah, you can buy us a new mic.
And an actual sound booth.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh, man. Okay. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, Q-tippers.
YouTubers.
Ear holes.
Peace out, ear holes.
How do you turn this thing off, though?
Have a night.